ball further afield. This time Westland leading great in the race for the ball. Brilliantly picked up by Westland. Shoots a long hand pass towards Mulroney. Punched away by Clayton. Picked up by Wodonga. And Wortman throws himself on the ball. A 15-metre penalty. And Wortman will take the 15-metre penalty. Wortman now putting the ball up towards centre field. Page underneath it. Oh, high over the back of the pack went North Albury. Couldn't get it. In comes Felt. He couldn't get the ball. Picked up this time by McIntosh. He gets the ball further afield. A beautiful mark taken there on the half-forward line for North Albury by the Morris medalist in Rudy Johnson. He gets the ball out towards his teammate this time in McTavish. McTavish plays on, puts it high. Oh, it's underneath it. What is it? Offline.
Silly play, Jim.
He should have been taking the time and having the kick, I think, Graham.
Yes, he hesitated, had to think about it, but bad luck for the young fellow. He just played on and was put under pressure by three Wodonga defenders bearing down on him very solidly.
A beautiful kick in by Robbie Grote. Oh, a North Albury player crashed heavily. Could have been a free kick. Play on, says the umpire. And coming out of the pack is Ernie Whitehead, but the umpire said, I'll have it, and he'll ball it up. 5 points the difference in the favour of North Albury as we come to the 8-minute mark of the final term. There's the tap out this time to Bobby Craig, picked up by Cleary. He gets a high one up towards his half-forward line. Players underneath it, no one can grab it. Picked up this time by Curtis. He gets the ball further afield, up towards the half-forward line. No one is able to gain possession at this stage. In comes Damien White. He kicks the ball ahead of him on the ground, trying to force it forward for Wodonga. Turns around and he gets it out, but it's out on the full. He couldn't control it. That's the amount of pressure that's been applied here in this final term.
3 goals to Wodonga and 1-1 to North Albury.
That's a sign of pressure when you get a good player like Damien White, can't control that ball on the boundary line. Prendergast now with the ball. Sees the lead this time from Oswald, and Oswald has taken the mark. Oswald from the half-back line now. Kicks it up towards the central wing. Peters goes high, and there's the mark. A good mark. Good, strong mark to big Roger Peters.
He's taken half a dozen of those today, Jimmy.
Very, very strong, raw-boned footballer.
About 10, Bruce.
There's his kick is a good one up towards the half-forward line. Bobby Craig going up high, couldn't get it. Now he picks
well played, Bobby Craig.
Recovers well. There's his kick up towards half-forward line. Players fly high. It was Allen underneath it. He couldn't control the ball. In comes Jonathan Gould. He couldn't get it. Damien White goes to ground. Players crawling after it. Picked up by Farrell. He gets his foot to the ball up towards the central wing position. And in comes Bobby Craig once again. Keeping it in. No, he doesn't keep it in. Having a word with the boundary umpire. Don't do that, Bobby. Get on with the game. There's the throw in again.
Well, he kicked up chalk, Jim, as he kicked the ball off the ground.
In comes McLeish, being a good player. He gets the ball across towards Curtis. He can't get it. In comes Wodonga again through the agency of Whitehead. Play on, says the umpire. Oh, round the neck, he said he dived into it. Good umpiring decision as Peters gets the ball further afield. Rudy Johnson comes in. He's taken to ground. Play on, says the umpire. Gee, it's rugged football in there. Wood comes out. He couldn't get the ball. But by gee, it's no place for faint hearts as both teams are throwing themselves into it, Graham.
Grand final guts and determination, Jim.
And grand final umpiring too, Graham.
You're not wrong. Did you notice the umpire telling the players he had put his head down?
That's right.
Good
Curtis
to see.
this time gets the ball out this time towards Wortman. He's trying to break his way loose. Can't do so. Cleary's in there. Out towards Rudy Johnson. He gets his left foot to the ball. Underneath. Oh, beautiful mark.
Top stuff.
Yes, that was a great mark by young Jones as he gets the ball up towards the centre of the ground. Here's Whitehead breaking loose. Sees a lead from Damien White on the half-forward line. Johnny Smith's there too. Tries to get it out to White. He does so. Gets the ball up towards the full forward zone. And on his own there is Turner. Turner now turns and shoots. It's a goal. And Wodonga have hit the front. The 11-minute mark of the final term, and Wodonga have hit the front, and that was very, very good football, Bruce.
Well, did you notice too another very positive shepherd to get that ball through, Jim?
You said that positive shepherd just as it showed on the replay too, Bruce, and it was good team football. Right, but we come back this time and the score North Albury 12-11-83, Wodonga 12-12-84, and it's a real Ovens and Murray grand final, this one. Two sides locked in battle so far, and we're 12 minutes into the quarter.
We've got to say, though, Graham, on the scoring end of it, Wodonga has been far superior. 4 straight goals.
Well, I'll tell you what,
you
you can put your foot in it sometimes, but I think North Albury is slowly just running out of legs.
Could be too, Graham. I think that the marking power and the big man strength is starting to tell Wodonga.
Umpire Westgarth bounces it. Pagey up. All go, Pagey. Down to Curtis. Couldn't get a kick in. The ball's underneath the pack, and umpire House says, I'll have it, fellas. And away we go again with a restart to the match as we come up now to the 13-minute mark of this last quarter. Who's going to be the champions in about 15 to 16 minutes' time? It's desperate football by both sides as the pack's there. Nobody getting the ball out. And umpire Howe says you're hanging on to him, and it's going to be Peter Olin who'll take the free kick to open up the game again from the centre of the ground. Olin, left foot, out towards the half-forward flank. Bear Allen's in front. He couldn't get it. Over the back goes to Vasquez. Handball to Whitehead. Whitehead in the left foot. David Turner. He's got it. Turner got a chance now to put Wodonga right ahead, give them that 7-point gap with this goal as we come up this time, 14 minutes nearly gone. David Turner, a little bit around, probably a 60-degree angle around on his wrong foot because he's a left footer, but he should get it from there, only about 5 metres really out from the man on the mark. He kicks it goal, the umpire hasn't moved the goal umpire, and it's a goal. David Turner kicking the 13th goal for Wodonga, 13 goals, 12 to North Albury, 12-11, and time starting to tick away in this grand final, Bruce.
Bruce, if you notice, I think Turner and Elkington have done very well down that forward line.
Right.
Elkington is leading out, Turner is coming down the flank and dropping in behind.
Here's right. David Turner's deliberate shot at goal now,
and that's his 5th goal, Graham.
5 goals and played a great game, David Turner.
Well, the ball's back in the centre.
Cleary's on the ball.
Cleary on the ball back in the centre with central umpire Howe. North Albury desperately need a goal as the ball is bounced there. Page goes up, gets the tap out, but Rudy Johnson now takes the ball away up towards his half-forward line. Picked up by David Gould now. He shoots for goal, but it's offline. Move from one behind only to North Albury when a goal would have been what they would have desired.
Good team play, Roger Peters.
Yes, Peters playing well. Played a great game for North Albury. Robbie Grote now from the full-back position. He sees the lead. There's the lead. It's pressure. A good lead and a good mark there by Clayton. He plays on down towards the central wing position and just kept into touch as McIntosh does a slide right towards the boundary fence. Right in front of our broadcasting position now. Roger Peters in ruck. Up they go. No one is able to gain possession at this stage. The ball close to the boundary line and forced out once again.
I'll tell you what, Graham, our cameraman on the boundary line won a medal for that effort.
It's getting pretty dangerous down there. There's the Peter Olin in front there. Could have got the free kick. The umpire didn't see it, and it will be a ball up. Olin and Peters to do the ruck work for their respective sides. Up they go. Peters gets the tap. Couldn't. Cook tried to pick it up. Couldn't do so, and the umpire will have it once again. Here they go again. This time it's a non-event. Oh, Craig gets it out beautifully to Damien White. Damien White under pressure, kicks it out to bounds once again. But a beautiful piece of football by Bobby Craig to get it across to Damien White. Play will be held up a little bit while Oswald gets the ball.
He looks tired too, Jim, as he runs down there.
Yes, the score at the moment, North Albury 12-12-84. 1 goal behind Wodonga, who are 13-12-90.
It's just about every player on this side of the ground too, Jim. There's only 2 players over the halfway line between the goals.
There's the kick from Oswald. Players fly high. No one is able to gain possession. Jimmy Taylor tries to come out with it, can't do so. Close to the boundary line. McTavish desperately trying to keep it in, couldn't do so, and it's a boundary throw in.
One straight kicking it.
Roger Peters and Olin to do the ruck work. Good high boundary throw in. Picked up this time by McTavish. He gets it further afield up towards the full forward position. Underneath it is Grote. He can't pick it up. There's the hand pass out, but it goes to Clayton. He's over the boundary line and a boundary throw in.
I don't think Gavin felt well on that one because the ball didn't come out to him at all.
There's the throw in. North Albury 1 goal behind as the players set themselves. Oh, North Albury player Player held a Wodonga player, but the umpire said no, he was faking, as the mark goes to Damien White on the half-back flank. He's played well here this afternoon. Player set themselves, and a beautiful mark to Rod Page. He's been a great player for North Albury, sees the lead further afield, and the mark has been taken this time by Oswald. Oswald now puts the North Albury side into attack. Up they go high, and almost a mark to Olin on that occasion. The ball taken away by Jones up towards midfield. Jonathan White, Gould couldn't hold it. Picked up by Gould once again, up towards the half-forward line. Johnny Smith comes high over the back of the pack. Play on, says the umpire, as players set themselves there. A hand pass out, this time towards Roger Peters. He can't get it. Desperate football, 2 for 1 behind. 5 points the difference, and we're at the 17-minute mark of the final term. 5 points the difference in the favour of Wodonga.
Right, Jim, I'm getting all carried away over here. I forgot about we're commentating. Right, here we go. Robbie Great kicks the ball down. Oswald over the back, punches it away. This time it's picked up by Curtis, gets a long handball in. Cook it is, who knocks it forward for North Albury. Rudy Johnson in the back, and the umpire will give him the kick. A chance for the little champion from North Albury, the boy who's going to St Kilda, to open up the game and put North Albury right into attack. Up they go. Roger Peters up the back. Oh, play on, says the umpire. It stacks on the mill, and umpire Westgarth coming in to bounce the ball. About midway again. We keep getting midways between centre half forward and full forward. North Albury in attack, but they need a goal to get in front. 5 points the difference. It's a bounce now by umpire Westgarth. It's picked up by Peter Rowland, taken off there by Timmy Taylor. The kick is smothered, and it stacks on the mill again as umpire Westgarth again comes in as we look towards it. 19 minutes mark, and I see Bruce Way starting to head over towards the pavilion to try and get hold of the coaches at the end of this great grand final. Right, here we go. Olin again gets the tap out to Bobby Craig. Craig caught with the ball. Down it goes onto the deck. Play on, says the umpire. Curtis has the ball. Handpells. Good pass across to Cleary. Wodonga, away they go again. Here's a chance now. 2 out. Jill Prendergast in the back. There's a chance now. Hayden McIntosh played well in this last quarter. Gains control of the ball. Oswald can't handle him. It's McIntosh running in. He's put it through. No worries. He's been a champion in the last quarter, Jim. They brought him on. Good move by Wodonga.
A great piece of football, started by a good pass from Cleary at the half-back line, and McIntosh did the rest, but Wodonga moved the ball very fast on that occasion. They opened up their forward line, they shepherded each other well, and it was a brilliant piece of football.
There it is there, over the top of the pack. McIntosh reading the play well, backing up, now controlling the ball, runs away from the tackle by Oswald. Now he lines up from around about 15 metres, and young Harrington showing his disgust by putting a little fisty into the goalpost.
Well, Rudy Johnson coming right into play, Graham, as he gets a free kick in the midfield position. Puts the ball out towards the half-forward line, but it's all Wodonga, and the mark taken out on the far side of the ground by Greg Wood. Wood now with the ball for Wodonga, out to the far side of the ground. Underneath at that time was Harrington. He couldn't get it. Picked up this time by Bill Mulroney. He gets it out towards Harrington. He couldn't get it. Cole Tavaskas is in there trying to get the ball, trying to force it forward for Wodonga. He can't do so. It goes to ground and it'll be a ball up. Weather score, North Albury 12-13, 85. Wodonga 14-12, 96. And we're at the 20-minute mark of the final term. Travaskas couldn't get the tap that time. Goes to big Rod Page. He gets the ball further afield. Oh, Bob Craig comes through like a train. Misses on that occasion. In there's Greg Wood trying to get the ball out for Wodonga. North Albury finally forced it further afield. But the umpire said, I'll have it, and he'll ball it up almost in the midfield position.
Jim, there's been a lot of ball-ups today, but they've been necessary. I think the umpires have controlled that part of the game well.
Well, they've been looking for free kicks, couldn't find them. Now he does. And the free kick going to Tony Bye. Oh, he's high up and under one. Won't do his forwards any good. Underneath it is Bevan Cox and Peters. Neither is able to hold the ball. Players throwing themselves on top of it. North Albury through Peters. Tries to force it further afield. McTavish leading the race for the ball. Close to the boundary line. Over the boundary line and out.
That was Ernie Whitehead there taking the ball across the boundary line. Throw in on the half-forward flank for North Albury. Up goes Peters and Owen. Peters nudges Owen out the road. Play on, says the umpire. Here's North Albury player coming through. Gets the ball out. Hand pass out to Gould. Gould has a shot. It's going to be close. In fact, it's a goal. It's got to be a goal. It's a goal. Yes, the player got nowhere near it there. Watching it close on screen, and young Jones, desperation indeed, but couldn't get there, and it's brought it back 5 points. What a grand final. 22 minutes in. 13-13, North Albury 91, Wodonga 14-12, 96. Let's watch this kick at the goal. Yes, he got nowhere near it. No, well over the line before he got there. So that goal to North Albury brings it back. An exciting game. 5 points the difference. Umpire Westgarth. Up it goes. Page gets inside the bulk. Olin gets it. Oh, free kick there to Wodonga though for in the back. And it's David Woodman, is it, I think, or Johnny Smith. 33. Johnny Smith's played a great game today for Wodonga. And Johnny Smith is going for the long kick. Sensible thing to do. Up he goes. Drop punt out towards the flank. Allen in front. Oh, over the top. Here's a chance for Wodonga. Polchavaskas off the ground. Couldn't control it. Harrington can't control it either. There's a chance now for Gould, but he's over the line and out of bounds, and this time it'll be thrown in Wodonga's attacking position. That was Jonathan Gould. Up it comes. Page again, and Travaskas. Page takes it, can't get it away, tries a kick in. Now he breaks away, Rod Page. All determination. Farrell this time getting in, but it's been packed up, and umpire Peter Howe taking control, and once the game will have a bounce. 24.5 minutes in, Jim.
Yes, waiting for the ball up is big Rod Page. Told Javaskas go, neither is able to get it in. There is Jonathan Gould. He can't control the ball. It's out and over the boundary line, but the umpire has picked out a free kick, and it'll go to Craig Cleary on the far side of the ground. Cleary with the ball to put Wodonga deep into attack now. Players set themselves. Underneath it is Prendergast. He couldn't get it. Picked up by Cook for North Albury. He couldn't control the ball. Bear Allen's in there. McLeish's in there, and the umpire bowling up. There it is, the ball up very, very close to goal. With Wodonga desperate to get it through. North Albury trying to keep it out. 5 points the difference, and we're at the 25-minute mark of the final term. There's the ball up. And the ball is forced out and over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in. If Wodonga could get a goal here, it would almost seal the game for them. Here's the throw-in. Travaskas in the van there. Craig Cleary trying to get the ball, can't do so. In comes Knight and Cleary. And the ball is forced out of bounds, but the more important thing is that North Albury have gained about 10 metres around from the Wodonga goal.
In time on, Jim.
In the time on period now. Up they go. It's Page that gets the tap to no one in particular. Players throwing themselves on the ground. In comes Oswald. He can't pick it up for North Albury. He's picked out a free kick, and the free kick going to Tony Bye. Bye just ahead of the back pocket now. Puts the ball up towards the midfield position. Players go high. Oh, there's a good tackle in the middle of the field. The umpire said, I'll have it, and he'll ball it up midfield. 5 points the difference. Into the time on period. There's the ball up. Players set themselves. No one is able to gain possession. Out towards Harrington. He's showing a turn of pace. Puts North Albury into attack. Underneath it is Curtis. And Curtis has taken a very, very strong mark on the half-back line for Wodonga. Little Rover playing in the back pocket now. He'll go long, up towards his half-forward line, looking for Cleary. He goes high, couldn't hold it. Could have been a trip to Wodonga on that occasion. It is.
To North Albury, Jim.
To North Albury, and North Albury will take the free kick in the person of Oswald. Up they go to centre half-forward. Oh, over the back, could have been almost a mark. North Albury go into attack now. Very, very desperate here. This time picked up by Cook. He tries to break loose, does so, get the ball out, and there's a mark for Timmy Taylor.
Oh, Jim, what a grand final. 5 points the difference.
55 metres out from goal. Maybe just a little far for Timmy. He puts the ball up to the 10-yard square. Players set themselves, and Wodonga force it through for one behind to make the difference. 4 points at the 26-minute mark of the final term. Can Wodonga hold on, or can North Albury register a goal?
Here it is, Robbie Grote, to bring them back into play in the final couple of minutes of the game. Up they go. Page couldn't mark it. It's over the back, kicked off the ground by North Albury. Here's a chance now for Ernie Whitehead. Gets it back to Johnny Smith, who's played well. He gets it back again, looking this time to Clayton. Clayton it is, leads Wodonga away, and not a free kick down the ground. The umpire said play on. Turner at the back. Here's the sealer. There's the... No, he couldn't control it, McIntosh. It looked as though McIntosh was going to do it again, Jim, but couldn't control it. And it's 1 point, bringing it back to 5 points the difference. 13-14, 92 North Albury to Wodonga, 14-13, 97. 36,102 gate here today, which is a big
McIntosh
gate
read the
indeed.
play very well. He's a little bit unlucky, Graham.
Right, well, North Albury now needing a goal. Up it goes. Nobody gets control. Wodonga burst away or dropped the ball, and the umpire agrees with us there, and it's going to be a free kick to North Albury to big Rob Harrington, who's done well. Back come 15 yards, says the umpire. 15 metres, as Harrington it is. North Albury desperate. 27 and a half minutes gone. Here's Roger Peters. Up he goes. He marks. Play on, says the umpire. North Albury break away through McTavish. He's handballed across this time to Gould. Nobody can do much. Gould's got to be caught with it. He kicks it in the man. It's on to McTavish. Handball out this time. On to Rostrus. He gets a kick in. Here's a chance for North Albury. The big pack fly in front. Play on, says the umpire. It's on the ground. He'll come in and bounce it right in front of the North Albury goal. 5 points the difference. 10 metres out for North Albury. About 180 metres out for Wodonga. And it's going to be a desperate position here now. Can North Albury get a goal in this grand final, or can Wodonga hold out? It's play on. Nobody can get advantage. Picked up by Gould. Oh, he got one very high, but play on, says the umpire. He's letting it all go as the desperation's there as he comes in again to bounce it. Umpire Westgarth. Let's have a look. Olin it is, going up there with Roger Peters. Olin gets it out to Curtis. He can't control it. 2 Wodonga players on the ground. North Albury player coming through, trying to knock it out, but it's over the boundary line again in front of David Wortman, and it'll be a throw-in. 5 points the difference. Oh, there can't be long to go. There hasn't been a lot of time on. There it is, down to Jonsson. Jonsson's kicked a goal. Jonsson's kicked the goal. He has to. Jonsson's kicked the goal at the 27.5-minute mark, and a brilliant bit of play over the top, and all Wodonga.
Well, Graham, that's why he won a Morris medal.
Oh, gee, I'll tell you what, I will say this, you can't say one decision kills a game, but the Wodonga backmen were all desperate for the ball and didn't look after the players then, and Jonsson was let loose. Well, what's going to happen? It's back to you, Jim. Peter Howe bounces the ball up.
And North Albury going to attack. That's picked up by Ostrus. He drives North Albury into attack. Feltwell's leading the race for the ball. Behind him is Jones. Feltwell plays the ball out and over the boundary line for a boundary throw in.
28 and a half minutes, Jim.
28 and a half minutes. 1 point the difference. Will it be a North Albury win, or could it be a draw? Picked up this time by Cook. He gets a hand pass out. Into attack, Grote underneath it. He couldn't get it. Picked up by Wodonga and flew for North Albury for another behind. 2 points the difference. That point could be very valuable. Bobby Craig anxious to get Wodonga moving again.
Well, the clock's nearly at the halfway.
15-minute penalty for Bobby Craig. He puts the ball up towards the midfield position. Underneath it this time is Oswald. And Oswald takes a telling mark in the centre of the ground. He'll be in no hurry to move the ball on for North Albury.
Well, the siren's only seconds away, Jim. 14-15-99 North Albury, 14-13-97 Wodonga.
Here's the kick from the boot of Oswald out towards his half-forward line. And up goes North Albury. And the mark has been taken out there by David Gould.
Well, I don't think he'll hurry, Jim.
No, he won't hurry. He's exactly 45 metres out from goal. Well within the kicking range of David Gould. A brilliant kick. Played well on that central wing today.
The 30-minute mark has just ticked over.
It looks like North Albury's grand final as David Gould goes goalward. Up they go. In the front of the pack is Peters. Couldn't hold it, and it's through for a behind. Great, desperate to get the ball back into action for Wodonga in a great 1984 grand final. Oh, there's a pack of players there, and Rod Page, who has been a stalwart for North Albury, takes the mark midfield. 3 points the difference at the 31-minute mark of the final term.
It's a siren. It's all over.
Albury.
Oh, well, commiserations to Wodonga. They played a magnificent game. But, Jim, all congratulations to North Albury. They've come from backwards and they've done it. And North Albury 14-16-100 defeated Wodonga 14-13-97. And your final comments on the game, Jim?
Yeah, great performance by the North Albury combination. They fought it right out, right to the finish. Wodonga physically stronger, better in the air, but the little North Albury players kept boring in all day. They were around the packs, taking the ball away, and full credit to the North Albury side. A great performance by them, also a great performance by Wodonga, and this could possibly be one of the best, if not the best, grand final ever in Ovens and Murray football.
Well, I don't think we can say much more than that, Jim. It's just been a magnificent game, and I'd just like to say to all the sides in the Ovens and Murray this year, they've played the game well right through, and it's culminated in a situation where as the games kept going on, we had bad weather towards the end. But let's have a look at that winning goal now, the goal of Rudy Jonsson's. This was the sealer, as here it is down. Jonsson, great footballer as he is, and the umpire's right under it. There it is. That's the premiership goal for North Albury as we see Rudy Jonsson. Well, out there, they're all getting around the North Albury players, Wodonga players again. They're making their way off the ground. But all congratulations go to Martin Cross. He's done a magnificent job with the Hoppers. I think, Jim, with voices starting to wander, we might at this time take a break and then come back with Bruce Way. And let's hope he can get hold of Martin Cross and maybe Cole Travaskis in the club rooms. You're watching a replay of the 84 Ovens and Murray Grand Final. North Albury played Wodonga and won by 3 points.
When something's wrong with an important part of your body, you go to a specialist.
In Albury, it's the same with your car's brakes and clutch. You go to Gerlock in Wodonga Street. Gerlock not only sell over the counter and install guaranteed parts in guaranteed repairs, they manufacture the parts as well. You can't be more qualified than that. It's better to be safe than sorry. Go to Gerlock in Wodonga Street, right near Union Bridge, Albury.
Commemorating Albury-born aircraft designer Edgar Percival, the Albury Rotary Club and the Antique Aeroplane Association present the 1984 National Fly-In and Air Show this coming Saturday and Sunday. The venue, Drages Airfield in Wodonga.
Great effort in a fantastic grand final.
Absolutely ecstatic. Bruce, yes, we were in a lot of trouble towards the finish there, but like they've done for a greater part of the year, they've been able to pull that little bit extra out right at the finish, and that's what counts, and that's what got us there today.
Well, every player in that 20, and of course through the year in your whole club, must have been 100% behind you for such a great finish.
Well, they're a top lot of lads, yes. We're a very close family out there, and they've stuck together, and that's got us through today.
OK, well, congratulations, Martin. A tremendous effort. Congratulations to you personally and the North Albury Football Club on taking out the big one for 1984. Well, Cole Travaskis, I guess a bit of a sad moment just at this juncture after the 1984 Grand Final, but what a great contest, Colin. You must be very, very proud of your boys in defeat because they contested 100 minutes plus of football, didn't they?
Yes, I was very proud of every player. I thought they gave it our best, and North Albury, in fairness to them, were just too good for us, and you know, it was just one of those kicks that could have gone either way, but you know, they got the kick, and it's unfortunate that we couldn't have got away with it ourselves.
Well, Col, you know, the lead changed so many times, and as far as all of us as football fans are concerned, we're proud of both sides, and we can't ask for more than that in the grand final. I know perhaps at this moment you could, but I guess you'd like to pay a tribute to your club that's been behind you all the season and your players.
Yes, I'd like to thank all the committee and our president Graham and all the players. They've certainly been right behind me, and I've never been fitted in very, very well, and I was really happy with the season and every player in the club.
Well, back here, the excitement's still plenty as North Albury fans all over the place. You can hear them behind us, still singing their song. The massive crowd here this afternoon enjoying it, Jim, in what was a magnificent grand final. And I still keep seeing Rudy Jonsson kick that goal.
Well, Graham, I think it's probably fitting that if anyone was going to kick the winning goal for North Albury, it would be Rudy Jonsson. He's had a magnificent season, Morris medalist, a great season by Rudy Jonsson, and that just capped it off for him.
Right, thanks very much to Jim and Bruce Way, also to our crew here. They've done a magnificent job this afternoon. We hope you out there have enjoyed another Ovens and Murray Grand Final, and we look forward to seeing you next year, maybe here at Lavington again, with another Ovens and Murray Grand Final. In the meantime, good morning.